Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Nermon. I'm officially doing a post commentary for you guys today. We're going to be doing it over Battlefield 3, and again, this is post commentary, so my topics are going to be selected in a sequential order, and we'll go over them. And you guys get the main gist of how this stuff goes probably by now. But I'll give you guys the gun and map loadout, and then we'll get right into the main gist of things that are going to be upcoming on the channel here in the near month, and stuff that is actually starting currently. So I'll be using the Mtar-21 with a red dot, flash suppressor, and a grip. I normally don't recommend using a grip, but there are selected guns that benefit from the grip. The grip in the original version of Battlefield 3, when it first came out, that's what I'm talking about with the vanilla maps and all that stuff. The grip was one of the most used things, and it didn't really have a negative effect. But when April came around and they decided to change that, the grip is now something I would strongly suggest not using, let's put it in that terms. But there are guns to that exception. Most of the LMGs and the AEK, the F2000, and a few other guns can actually benefit from having a grip on there because of their extremely high horizontal recoil. I would highly recommend using it on those selected weapons, but overall most of the power weapons like the M416 and stuff like that I would strongly recommend not using. But that's an opinion. If you guys like to use it and you find it to be very effective and you can compensate for the deduction and your spread, then that's awesome. I'm proud of you then, I guess, in a general sense. But for majority of people, I would highly recommend not using it. I'll be using the MP443 suppressed pistol again. You guys kind of get the main gist of that. Hopefully by now it's because I have a trigger finger. I'll be using the SMA and the repair tool, but unfortunately we're playing on close quarters, so those things don't actually get too much light, and I don't really use them. Unfortunately, I couldn't repair tool somebody's face because it never crossed my mind, and that is a lot of fun. I like to, burn their skull and all the flesh off of their face, but unfortunately I didn't find anyone that was willing to take it in the face today. So, I'll be using my squad perk known as Cover, and my map that I'm playing on is a Close Quarters Expansion Pack map that was released back over the summer. So it's been a little while, it's been out for quite some time. You guys have probably seen your fair share of gameplay from this selected map or maps of its kind. But I'll be playing scrap metal with 100% tickets on Conquest Domination. For anyone new to my channel and is not really a Battlefield 3 enthusiast, Conquest Domination in a Call of Duty term is basically like playing Domination. You have a select amount of tickets and you have to capture 3 points on the map to decrease the overall tickets for the other team. So with that said, you need to have 2 out of the 3 flags to get a bleed effect, theoretically, for them to start losing more tickets than just a majority of the tickets. It's kind of like a ratio thing. You have 2 out of the 3, you're going to eventually, you're going to bring them down to 0. So overall, with that said, that was a lot more complicated than I think I needed it to make, but in a Call of Duty term, it's basically like capturing flags. So, yeah, I guess we'll get into the main gist of it. I'm going to give you guys basically the reason for this commentary today. I'm going to be talking about my Barracks series that I started. I know it's a Call of Duty series, which, I wanted to do something like it on Battlefield. I'm still working on it. Obviously, the name is going to be completely different. I'm not going to combine the two because that would just be a very bad thing in a general sense. But overall, the series I started on my channel for Call of Duty Black Ops is the Barracks series. That's what it's called. It's respect the underscore. So the underscore obviously is related to the weapon that I am currently using for that particular gameplay. And in a reality sense, I basically go into the real life stats of the weapon, what round it uses, the barrel size. It could be anything from weight or models of its kind, anything like that. And there was a few comments that were humorous. I would say that's probably the best way to put it. Overall, I do realize that the series is, I try to implement some, video game terms into it, so you guys are like, oh my god, why am I listening to this? You could go watch videos where people actually shoot the guns. And I just try to implement both things so the gamer people are more satisfied with the overall outcome of it, and then if you want to learn more about the weapon's background and where it came from and, the round it uses, then that's something that you can add, and you can kind of figure out if Black Ops did their damage models correctly or if they kind of screwed up and the damage should be increased or decreased depending on the effectiveness and the overall rounds per minute and just the theory of the weapon. So overall, I would say that the series is going very well. I was actually surprised by the response. I do realize I try to focus mainly on Battlefield 3 because that's really what I enjoy. That's really the game that I'm most focused on right now, and it's mainly the reason that I currently make the videos I make on this channel. And overall it went out very well and I'm very pleased with the outcome. With that said, I'm going to be starting out Black Ops 2 on my channel. I do realize that I have maybe came across as somebody that really hates Call of Duty in a general sense. I can definitely tell you that I don't enjoy the series as much as I did back in World at War. World at War was probably one of my favorite CODs, and a lot of you guys that are long-term subscribers have known that I liked World at War better than all the Call of Duties added together. But overall, I'm going to give Black Ops 2 a chance. There might be some content from it, or it might just get shut right down if I think it's a poorly constructed game like it's the game before it, like Modern Warfare 3, for example. I think probably should have waited about another year to bring out its game. I think there was a lot wrong with it, and I'm glad I got done with the game when I did, because I could not imagine me playing it today, because I think my controller would probably last about 2 to 3 games, and it would be long gone, or, you know, broken into 700 pieces. But with that said, guys, at the end of this video, you guys will see a new outro for my channel. Yes, I had a subscriber, or basically like my editor, basically the guy that does all the hard work while I get to sit here and commentate and, you know, screw around and do whatever. He basically made me an outro. I didn't actually ask, he just kind of sent me one. I was really impressed with it, and then we had to make a few changes, but overall I'm very pleased with how it turned out. So if you guys would maybe go over and check out his channel. He doesn't really make videos exactly from what I've seen. I don't know if that's something that he does on another channel, but overall, maybe you guys can convince him or do something of that assortment to, you know, upgrade to some kind of device, or maybe he can make tutorials for you guys on how to do this kind of stuff. I don't know, that's just something that he could maybe think about overall, because he is very creative. I definitely could not have made what he made, and you know, it might be really easy on black and white paper, but for me to try to figure this stuff out, I mean, I would have had to watch like 7 YouTube videos on how to do it. Half of them would have been very poorly constructed, because, you know, the expectations for people that when they make videos is kind of in a ballpark of pathetic for some of them. But overall, maybe you guys can go check him out, see what he's all got over there, and maybe he'll have content come at a later date. But with that said, guys, the gameplay is going to be coming to an end in about, it looks like 30 seconds, so I'm going to give you guys the main gist of this commentary. If you guys made it through it, that's awesome, that's great. But overall, guys, I hope you enjoy the outro. I hope you guys will understand when Black Ops 2 hits, and I'm going to release just a little bit of it. If it's a good game, it'll probably get flooded in quite a bit, but Battlefield 3 expansion packs and the game in general will still be flowing in more than you guys could imagine. I have so much gameplays I could not even begin to explain. But overall, guys, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys on the battlefield. This is going to be Nerd Mode On, signing off. Peace.